While COVID-19 lockdown measures in 2020 brought about temporary improvements in air quality and lower greenhouse gas emissions, a pandemic alone has not reversed the effects of climate change in the Philippines. From consecutive natural disaster, typhoons, and extensive flooding due to rising sea levels, the country remains among the world's most climate vulnerable nations. The Philippines is undergoing much environmental degradation, mainly in the form of deforestation, soil erosion, overexploitation of fisheries, destruction of coral reefs, and extinction of species. Environmental degradation pertains to the deterioration of the environment. It occurs when the Earth's natural resources are depleted and the environment is harmed. In this documentary, I will be discussing about environmental degradation as an issue related to our economy, its cause and effect, and lastly, of how we can be a part of the solution to this issue. Starting off with the causes of environmental degradation, the number one on the list is land disturbance, which pertains to a man-made change to the land surface and may result in soil erosion, including construction activities such as the clearing, grading, excavating, or filling of land, also mining. The second one is pollution in whatever form, whether it is air, water, land, or noise, is terribly harmful to the environment. The third one is overpopulation, which puts strains on natural resources, resulting in the degradation of our environment. More population simply means more demand for food, clothes, and shelter. And in order to satisfy that, we have to sacrifice a lot of trees. That results to deforestation, which is another factor in environmental degradation. So deforestation is the cutting down of trees to make way for more homes and industries. Rapid growth in the population and urban sprawl are two of the major causes of deforestation. It contributes to global warming as decreased forest size puts carbon back into the environment. And lastly, natural causes such as tidal waves, floods, storms, and wildfires can totally crush nearby animal and plant groups to the point where they can no longer survive in those areas. It destroys the balance of ecosystem, therefore contributing to the deterioration of the environment. The next topic would be the effects of the environmental degradation. The first one to be heavily affected is the humans, or are the humans. So human health might be at the receiving end as a result of environmental degradation. Areas exposed to toxic pollutants can cause serious health problems ranging from minor to severe issues in time and after a bit. The second to be affected is the biodiversity, the loss of biodiversity. So as we all know, biodiversity is important for maintaining the balance of the ecosystem in the form of combating pollution, restoring nutrients, protecting water sources, and stabilizing climate. The third to be affected is the ozone layer. So the ozone layer is responsible for protecting the Earth from harmful ultraviolet rays. The presence of harmful chemicals in the atmosphere is causing the ozone layer to deplete. As it will deplete, it will emit harmful radiation back to the Earth. The fifth one to be heavily affected is our economy. So the huge cost that a country may have to borne due to environmental degradation can have a significant economic impact in terms of restoration of green cover, cleaning up of landfills, and protection of endangered species. The economic impact can also be in terms of the loss of the tourism industry that relies on tourists for their daily livelihood. So I believe that there are three major solutions that we can be a part of. One is to urge for the phase out of committed coal-fired plants. The Philippines needs to scrap coal projects in order to contribute to limiting global warming. This includes projects that have been approved but have yet to be built. The second is a national plastic reduction roadmap. With the Philippines ranking third among the world's top plastic polluters, the Philippines has to enact a comprehensive national law banning or restricting single-use plastic. The last one is the scaling up funding for nature-based solutions to protect the forest. The Philippines can boost investment in nature-based solutions to protect forests and other ecosystems that shield its people from climate-related hazards. So, To shed more light on this topic, I have Anne Marie Francisco Kagan, a National Greening Program Coordinator from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. She will talk more, or she will enlighten us more about this issue at hand.
Hello everyone, this is Forester Edmarie F. Kagan, the Chief of the Production Forest Management Unit of DNR Penro Zamboanga, Sibugay. Today we will be talking about environmental degradation, its causes, how it affects the economy, and how can we be part of the solution to this problem. Well, on the first question, on what do I think is the main cause of environmental degradation? The main cause of environmental degradation is the human disturbance or man-made activities that affects the elements air, water, and soil, or the environment as a whole. Activities such as illegal logging, wildlife poaching, kaingin making, agriculture or land conversion, irresponsible mining, improper solid waste management, and so forth leads to deforestation, habitat destruction, biodiversity loss, ecosystem disturbance, shortage of water and energy supply, and pollution. All these may result to loss of lives and downfall of economy. Well, on the second question on, in your opinion, how does environmental degradation affects the economy of the Philippines? Well, environmental degradation affects the economy in many aspects. Say for example, our ecotourism. With the destruction of the environment, the quality of the scenic and recreational values that we can offer to the tourists degrade, which may result to loss of income within employees and low revenue among businesses, which further results to high rate of unemployment and probably bankruptcy. Environment is very important in the economy as it holds the roots that contributes to the development of its own. Another thing, with the degradation of the environment, there will be shortage in terms of energy and water supply. Therefore, the government would need to use funds for generator sets and water treatment facilities. Business firms would also need to adopt the same thing. Agriculture, fisheries, and forestry sectors will also be affected. In addition, the government has to allocate huge funds for the restoration of the natural resources, which may be used on other things if environmental degradation would not happen. So a country with massive environmental degradation may result to economic collapse and therefore may affect the entire community and the entire country as well. So how can we be part of the solution to this problem? First thing, in order to be a part of the solution, we need to change our behaviors and empathize with the environment. We live in this earth which only lives once and cannot be replaced by any planet. So we need to recalibrate our minds and ways and help various environmental sectors in promoting the conservation and protection of our environment. We need to start within ourselves and in our homes by doing the little things such as waste segregation, minimizing the energy consumptions, and teaching our families to learn the value of the environment we depend on. In that way, we will be able to help save our environment. I hope that you have learned a lot in this video, and I was very happy to share what I learned from my own experience as a forester serving the government and the people.